The following program is rated mature. It may contain strong, coarse language, violence, and other mature content not appropriate for children under 17. The views expressed in this program may not represent those of this cable station or its employees.
It's 9 o'clock on a Friday night, so grab a seat and you just might see something really great. You've got the time, it's not too late to watch a show that will give you laughs and chills and thrills. There's nothing that they haven't tried, 'cause everything tastes great when it's deep fried. So lock your doors and sit right down. There is no better place to go, 'cause it's time for the Not So Late Show.
Now, lawsuit-free for 6 episodes, it's the Not So Late Show.
I wish you could have all seen that.
A little bit.
How much is actually left in the cup? None.
Not as much as there was to begin with.
Would you like to put your mic on now that you're back?
I'm just not going to move for the entire show.
No, just put it on.
All right, fine.
So, in the last 14 seconds, Brad decided he had to run to the bathroom, and Rob and I found a camera that was about to catch on fire. But luckily, we were able to circumvent said fire, and everything's good. And as Brad ran in with his cup of water, he stopped suddenly, and all the water came out.
I swear, any water in my pants is the water and not urine. Just saying.
That's questionable.
True, actually. Very questionable.
All my stories are gone. You asked.
They're not all gone.
Which one is left? There's none there.
Google buys and the VDC and
the DC one, so if it's not there, it's his fault.
Oh.
it's there. It's the second one. You're like two. Your first ones are right there, and you got
What are the
the
other two?
Chrome, and then you got Gears of War at the end. You can't see it. It's on there though. I remembered it and I wrote it down.
Nice. So,
Anyways.
in case you can't notice, there's someone missing.
Lou! Lou! Where's Lou?
Over there?
No. He's no.
No. Okay.
No. There's 2 people missing. Suspiciously. Yes.
And whenever one's not here, the other isn't
Very
either.
suspicious.
I think they're the same person.
And we can cast aspersions because they're neither of them are here and neither are watching.
This one, when this one is not here,
When that one's not there.
that one is sometimes here.
This one is sometimes here.
But the past 4 times.
The past 4 times when that one's not here, the other one's not. Interesting correlation.
It is, isn't
Interesting.
it? Yes.
Yes. Oh, how are you, sir?
I'm well. How are you?
I am good. I'm excited. By the way, just as a fair warning to everyone out there, I won't be here next week. I'm so sorry.
I will be because I have to by contract.
Yeah, it's true. I will be in Kansas or South Dakota or Missouri or
He's looking for
Oklahoma.
Dorothy.
Yeah, going storm chasing and stuff. It'll be fun.
I have to put this on vibrate so I don't pull a pat.
So if you're going storm chasing,
Right.
am I supposed to wish you good luck?
Or
Now what does that good luck entail? Is that good luck?
don't die or
See
good
a
luck.
storm and get some awesome footage, or good luck, come back alive, don't see anything.
I hope we see an awesome storm in the middle of nowhere.
That's a possibility.
Well,
Yeah.
we are going to Kansas.
It's true.
So you hope
we-
you see something in the middle of nowhere, which is Kansas, so you just hope you see something in
Right.
Kansas.
That's the part that gets me. Is because I've been out there. I've been out there storm chasing before.
Right.
And you drive through like
18 towns and see one building.
That's exactly it. So when
They're all
you
destroyed by tornadoes.
That's true.
no when you see these videos of these like tornado outbreaks, it finds the farm. It always finds the farm.
Yeah, because the farms are always the flat places. And tornadoes love flat places.
Right. But that's like saying if I were to like, that's basically the equivalent of if I were to launch like a remote control rocket that had like a range of like 3 miles, and Rob was standing, it was only Rob, just Rob, and that's it, standing out in the field somewhere,
Waving.
within a range of 3 miles somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like that rocket hitting Rob, and him being the only person out there.
Yeah.
That's the equivalent thereof.
If I remember this correctly, first tornado this was a couple years ago, maybe a decade ago. First tornado in 100 years to hit England right through a trailer park.
Did it really?
Yeah.
That's pretty funny.
That is funny.
Except for the people in the trailer park, but it's very ironic, which in itself is funny.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, Doug, by the way, I'm on mics 2 and 3 because there are 2 of them here, so I put them both on.
So,
I can be in stereo.
Yeah, if only we were broadcasting in stereo.
We're on looped mono.
We are. Yes, it's very high tech.
So how was your week?
It was all right. Had Memorial Day off. I'm working on a new invention, as I've discussed with you.
Which we can't tell them because then they'll take it and steal your millions.
It's true. Well,
I get 10% for the
hundreds,
idea.
maybe.
I get the name credit.
You do. We call it SCAR. We're not going to tell you what it stands for,
No.
but we call it SCAR, which is pretty badass.
We'll give you a hint. It's not a new cologne. Or is it?
SCAR.
For men.
And women.
And children. And a dog.
babies.
Screw it. Let
Yeah,
everyone
why
wear
not?
it. Who
Yeah.
cares?
Yes.
Dog could probably use some good smellingness.
Probably. Well, dog could definitely. Yeah. That and your ass. So
Yeah, you ain't kidding. I mean, anyway.
it was good. Yeah, I'm trying to think what I didn't. I spent an entire week basically in all my free time in CAD. That's what I did. Basically.
I didn't know you had a CAD program. I
There are
didn't know you had
a lot of things
acquired.
about me you don't know, but
Yeah, there's a lot of things I do that scare me too.
that's
so.
true. But so I basically spent. I mean, the sad part of it is
Yeah.
I've working pretty much all week on what you saw there, and I know it doesn't look like much, but that's revision about 37.
Well, that'll do it.
Yes.
That'll take up time.
Inventing's hard.
It hurts.
It hurts my brain.
My finger doesn't click like it used to.
Yes. Click, 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 click.
I'll quit it.
I'll quit it. So tell me, Jay, what was your week like?
I had Monday off too.
Count it!
I can still reach. Woohoo!
Yeah.
It's no pat count it, but it'll have to do.
Right. Well, Pat's count it is, wait, hold up your hand. Count it! Yeah.
I missed.
With his glasses on.
We don't have glasses. And don't run out here and give me yours. They'll never fit right again. Wait, hold on.
No, upside down. See?
I can't do count it.
Oh.
Bullwinkle. Ooh. No, yeah.
Yeah, so Monday off, hung out with some good peeps and had some good drinks, and well, by the time later that night, I was good enough to go home. Yay!
Yay! And then you slept it off.
I did.
Well, in the intervening time, or something like that.
In between.
Yes.
Cool.
Well, yeah. I really wish I had something interesting this
We
week.
never have anything. It's like,
No.
I cured cancer. I
Well,
drove
next
my
week-
car 400 miles an hour.
In 2 weeks' time, I
Hopefully
will
you'll say I
have
have a
something
tornado.
interesting.
Hopefully.
Yes, we might have footage of tornado on the show.
That'd be cool.
We might not. We could see. Here's the only problem with going storm chasing. It's not like we're going out there for 2 weeks. I'm going out there for 3 full. I'm flying out there on a Tuesday and I'm flying home on a Saturday. So it's a very narrow window.
It is.
So if there's no storms there, I'm stuck in like Nebraska for for the better part of a week. And trust me, I've been to Nebraska. There's nothing in Nebraska. I've been to Iowa. There's nothing in Iowa.
No.
There is no reason to go to any of those places. Missouri has great barbecue.
True.
South Dakota has Mount Rushmore. And I think they also have, was it North Dakota or South Dakota, that has Wall Drug? Is it South? It is South? Corn Palace. Count it! Wait, what's the Corn Palace?
Who cares? It sounds cool.
Tell me the Corn Palace, Doug.
It's a big palace literally made out of corn.
Literally made out of corn.
Huge, and
Makes sense if you think about it.
They change up the palace.
they change up the design.
The design,
So it's like a corn maze,
That's
but
very corny.
vertical.
It's an actual build.
it's an actual building made of corn.
Well, yeah, I said it's like a corn maze, but vertical. Oh, hold on. Here comes Explanation Rob.
It's a build. Basically,
It's a building, we got that much.
they redo. It's got special facade that they just put new corn on every year in different designs.
Oh, I see. The building
Corn stucco.
The building stays, but they have like corn cobs of different types, which are different colors. So they stick them in there in different designs. So the
believe that's
exterior of the building looks different.
Yes.
But the interior remains the same.
Yes.
Corn graffiti.
Yes.
Corn feedy.
It just smells moldy enough corn.
The interior might
Yeah.
also be corn.
Oh, the interior might also be corn. So that will also be moldy and smelling.
Yeah, the
of-
furniture
of-
is corn. The appliances are corn.
Well, that's Nebraska, isn't
the
it?
food is corn.
That's pretty much, yeah.
That's our-
That's why I love those, like, eat local, eat food that's grown within 50 miles. So people in Nebraska will be eating corn,
Cattle.
Corn.
Or a cow.
Corn.
There's a cow in there somewhere.
Corn.
And a cow.
Corn.
They have cows made of corn.
Corn. And barbed wire. Ooh, barbed wire. Delicious.
What
Corn
about
pone.
Corn. Oh,
That sounds dirty, honestly.
it really does.
Corn pone.
pone.
It basically sounds like someone who has a numb tongue and is trying to say porn.
It's like a flower.
It's like a flower.
You're watching the
Corn flour.
pone
You
channel.
mean corn flour?
That sounds like a vegetarian porn channel. You're watching the corn pone channel.
Oh, that's
Right.
yeah, Nebraska. That's Nebraska for you. That is their porn. It's corn. You got a pretty corn cob. Wow, that's the worst metaphor ever.
You ain't from around here, are you?
Yeah.
No.
So, do you want to get to tech or geeky news?
Yes, I just realized the two that you didn't put back on
Oh,
after the great printer crash of 2012.
yes, it was very sad.
It
You
was.
guys ready in the control room for geeky news? All right,
I'll watch.
start the clock. 69
Oh,
seconds apiece, because Jay.
Wait, don't hit it yet. Don't hit it yet. Don't hit it yet. Just leave it right there. I'm going to do the two that we forgot just because they're really simple.
Okay.
2 video game releases. Gears of War going
Wait,
to be
we're
announced.
mentioning this is the last one.
Oh, it is. Where? There is not on
I
there.
told you it's the last one.
Well, tough turkey. Now we're going to talk
no,
about it twice.
it's at the last one. Otherwise, don't get confused.
All right, Lord of the Rings Lego. Haha.
Ooh,
they
Lord of the-
Lego size something else, and it's Lord of the Rings.
That's it.
That's it.
Boring. Moving along.
Let's go.
Google buys Motorola Cellular. Start the clock. All right, this is kind of interesting. Google has basically invented Android, so they've been distributing all that to the cell phone manufacturers, and now they're getting in the cell phone business themselves. This is kind
Why?
of, well, it's incredibly lucrative, or at least it can be, according to Apple.
Yeah, go ask Nokia.
Well, yeah, Nokia kind of,
They were great.
they're kind of corned. Yeah, RIM, they're kind of corned.
Yeah.
Yeah, corn, they got cornholed.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. This is kind of interesting because Apple makes a ton of money. Samsung, well, they make a ton of money.
Yeah, Samsung is
HTC
okay.
makes a little bit of money.
HTC, I wouldn't mind throw punching. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
I'm just gonna throw a punch.
My
at
phone
HTC.
has like random little like seizures and then just decides
Even
to do it once.
Samsung. I might throw a punch.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought they were like pretty top notch.
You want to see the battery on my phone just so it lasts half a day?
Oh, yours is a Samsung?
Yeah.
Well, it also depends on all the widgets and stuff you're running too. on
Not
your Google.
running much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
saying.
learned. But
I
anyway.
guess this is kind of interesting for Google because they might come out with the new Google phone instead of, the Apple iPhone. Buy the Google phone.
I'd be very interested to see.
Since they developed the OS like Apple develops the iOS, it'll be kind of interesting.
Yeah.
So this is right up your alley. DC is releasing a video game. I don't know if they're announcing this early in response to all these stuff about the Avengers and Marvel and all that. Are they?
I think they're trying to jump in and just take advantage. Like, Avengers is doing awesome. Let's jump in on this.
You know what that means? If that means they're jumping in early, that means they're taking a video game that was already in the pipeline that was going to be released later. Now they're announcing it for an earlier release date, which probably means by the time they release it, it won't be done. It'll be buggy as hell. It won't be fun.
No.
It'll be poorly done. It'll ruin the DC franchise. What are they thinking?
I'm going to disagree with you, and here's why. It's called
Okay.
Injustice: Gods Among Us. And here's the thing: it's being made by the same people who make Mortal Kombat because they already have DC
And Mortal
versus
Kombat
Mortal
hasn't
Kombat.
made a crappy game.
Well, yeah, but here's the thing: all you do is you take everything as you've already laid it out. Out go Mortal Kombat people. Here we go with different skins on these people. Basically the same moves that everyone else has, and you got yourself a DC game.
Is that it? Is that all they've done?
That's basically all it sounds like they're going to do.
You make it sound so simple, but it's really not that simple because when you do that, trust me, when I do programming and that's a pain in the ass, even
But
that.
they already did DC versus Mortal Kombat, so all they have to do is take out those characters and just leave their own in, and there you go. Change the backgrounds.
So you're buying half the game at twice the price.
Exactly.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, there you go. Hey, Chrome surpasses Internet Explorer. In case you don't know what IE is. It's not Chrome surpasses IE. Internet Explorer, which has been shipped with Windows, has always had this huge browser market share. Before Chrome, before all that, you used to see like Internet Explorer takes 95% of the browser market share, which basically meant 95% of the people were using Internet Explorer at all
That's
times. Then you had Mozilla that came out and that started taking like 3, 4, 5%. And then you had Firefox that came out and that started to get like 10, 15, 20%. Now Chrome comes out and now it's holy cow, end of the world for Microsoft because now there are more Chrome users than Microsoft users, which frightens me a little bit. That either means A, people are getting more internet savvy and people are starting to use that more to the Internet Explorer because I know it's better. Or B, I'm becoming an old fuddy-duddy because I'm using what is now the most popular browser. I've got to find something new that only the young kids are using nowadays. Yeah, damn kids in your Internet Explorer.
Internet Explorer has had inherent problems since its beginning, and it's
very
Internet
hackable
Explorer.
and crashable and overall crappy.
And it runs like hell, and it bogs down your system.
So I think people finally wisened up now that they actually have a choice besides Internet Explorer, now that people are actually more computer savvy than, say, your grandmother. Next news story. Hey, we were talking about the Avengers. Avengers! Unite or something, or Assemble or something like that. Why is that? They always get, Avengers Assemble and, Stanley Smith or whatever the hell it is. You know what I'm talking about? They always, the names always rhyme. Yeah.
Huey, Dewey, and Louie.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so the first name and the last name and, always the same letter and what's his name? What's that? Nothing should be alliterative in comic books. It's all about the pictures. Anyways.
Dr. Doom.
Yeah, Dr.
DD.
Dr. Doom and what are the other ones? The Fantastic Four. Who's the publisher for Spider-Man?
Stan Lee.
No, not Stan Lee. The other guy.
Marvel.
No, the creator, the artist who created it.
Dick Grayson.
Not Dick Grayson.
Dick Trickle? Oh,
No. The newspaper holder is like, get me pictures of Spider-Man. Yeah, J.J. Jameson Jr. This is what I'm talking about. Anyways, now that I've wasted 70 seconds or something like that, they piped...
Or at least 68.
They piped Avengers on board the International Space Station so all the astronauts up there could watch Avengers finally. No word on if they sent $8 apiece back on the Dragon space capsule, which I forgot to put in here, damn it. Anyways, they watch Avengers on the International Space Station. Now the MPAA has a lien against the space station. Hey, Facebook, remember them? They paid like $1 billion for Instagram?
It's a passing fade, but...
Yeah, hey, guess what? They finally launched your own photo app. Yay! No one cares.
Yeah, it's called Instagram.
Is it?
Probably.
Well, no,
they just spent $1 billion on it. May as well just be like, erase it and just write their name on it and be like, it's our app now.
They basically released Instagram, and they crossed out Instagram and wrote in Facebook in crayon.
Yeah, that's basically what it comes down to.
They did. It's like Facebook with filters, and now you can post to Facebook instead of before when you could only post to Facebook.
Did somebody tell Zuckerberg that like there's 800,000 different apps out there that can post to Facebook already, and they don't need their own app to do it?
Yeah. This is just a little hint.
It's called Google.
Yeah, the only way you're ever going to get market share by doing any of that stuff is if you, do it better than anyone else. And the fact of the matter is, we're only mentioning this because it's Facebook, not because it's any good, just because it's Facebook.
That's
the only reason it's getting mentioned. It really, if this were any other company, if this were like Blow Schmarg or Aimster or Yahoo Groups or whatever, no one cares because it's not that good. It's nothing groundbreaking.
You just went down the technology graveyard.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
The following things are dead and irrelevant.
Now, this was kind of interesting. Now, the CEO of AT&T is saying that within 2 years, a lot of people will be on data-only plans. And I'm just going to throw this out there right now. Don't tell anyone, but a lot of people already are.
Yeah, serious.
It's called the iPad. Hello, computer.
Cellular?
What's
this cellular thing? Let's just do data.
Well, that's the thing. When you're talking on your cell phone, that takes almost no data at all. Really, where the meat and potatoes comes in is the actual data part of the data plan.
Yeah.
I guess you're tying up bandwidth when you're talking on the phone, but really, are people just going to stop talking altogether? I mean, I understand, telephones, old technology and all that stuff, but until like the video chat stuff really comes along and smartphones have universal penetration, I don't think you're going to see people. Yeah.
You said it.
Pervy. I don't think you're going to see people dropping the voice plan quite yet. What I think
They're dropping home phones like mad.
Yeah.
Why do I need a home phone? I have my cell phone.
Exactly. What people might starting to do is they might go to a data-only plan, and then if they start doing like a reasonable per-minute charge for voice communication.
Keyword reasonable.
Reasonable. And they'll never do that because they're cell phone companies, especially AT&T.
People in larger cities can get rid of the landline because they have cell towers everywhere. People like you that live outside of the major areas, your landline goes down and...
Yep. Hey, this is kind of interesting. Did you hear about the Israeli virus Flame?
I don't know, but it sounds painful.
Yes, it does. No, basically, here's what happened. There was a virus that got released, was found all throughout the Middle East. And
Is this a computer virus or a real virus?
Computer virus.
Thank you.
Like Jordan, Iraq, Iran, and Yemen, and everywhere else. What's that?
They have computers?
Yes, surprisingly, they do have computers.
Really?
They're Pentium 133s, but they are computers.
Welcome back to 1996.
Hello! Anyways, all these computers got infected with this basically Trojan-like virus that was stealing a whole bunch of data and sending it back, and everyone's like, it's probably the Israelis, and Israelis are like, It might be.
It might, Travis. It might.
It might. Well, we're not saying it's us. We're just saying it
Might.
could be. Might. Yes. So apparently their government or whatever releasing stuff and all that. I don't know, kind of interesting little international espionage. But here's a little thing, a little trick that the Israelis should know about international espionage. You don't tell anyone about it. I'm just saying, you know,
can't launch missiles
no,
at
it
you.
wasn't us. It definitely wasn't us. I don't know what you're talking about.
You can't launch missiles at them, so you may as well just give them computer viruses.
I guess, if you're bored.
That way the virus goes in there and it launches missiles at you, and you're like, aha, Counter-Strike, suck it.
Very elaborate plan.
Suck.
Anyways,
Speaking of sucking,
yep.
Thank you.
Zuckerberg. Oops.
with his hot Asian bride.
Yes.
Oh.
Facebook stock is still going down. It's now at $27.72, which, by the way, the Not So Late Show does not officially endorse buying stock or anything. If you're thinking of investing, please consult an investing professional. Any advice here is for entertainment purposes only. But as Pat was saying last week, he would buy Facebook stock at 23, wait for it to get up to about 30, 32, and then sell it off again. Right now, the Facebook stock's still going down. Right now, Pat is right, but frankly, anyone can see this coming. Right?
I'll buy it when it gets down to $6.
$6?
Yeah.
Count it! Yeah, but by the time it gets down to $6, that probably means Facebook's totally tanked, because that means they've done something so horrible like released a crappy Instagram app. No! But, I don't know. How far do you see this going down? Sorry about spinning a shirt.
No, it wasn't that. I just have two mics on. It keeps poking me in the chin.
Fair enough.
That's what she said.
Yes.
Anyway.
How far do you see a Facebook stock going down?
I can't believe it's not lower than that, to be
Really?
honest with you. What's it down, $11 since its IPO?
Yeah, so now the total market cap value is somewhere around $60 billion, which is still overvalued for Facebook. Facebook's worth like $20 billion.
Like I'm saying,
At most.
I see it going down even half that.
Like, actual realistic stock price, $12.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. iPhone 5 case photo surface? What? That should be a question mark at the end, because we don't know. There were photos that surfaced of a purported
And it was
case.
this big.
That's what she said. For the
wish.
iPhone 5, it's pretty big. It shows a 4-inch screen, and think of it right now, with a 4-inch screen, the entire iPhone 5 could fit in that size of that screen, which is pretty cool. Basically, it's taller and maybe it's fatter because you got a bigger screen with, more power to run that screen, so you need a little bit bigger battery. So it's expected to be a little bit taller, relatively same look, and a smaller dock port on the bottom. Are you interested?
They're actually going to change the dock port. They haven't changed it in generations. So.
Yeah, but think about it. I mean, that dock port, the dock port, frankly, is antiquated. Yes?
Yeah, I mean, it's been around for a while,
exactly.
but now everybody's got to go out and buy new accessories.
Think about it. Apple's like, money.
Yeah, but in Apple's defense, they have kept the docking port the same for years and years since it came out. Brad, focus.
Oh, sorry.
Good. When did the iPhone first come out? Like 06?
05?
05, 06?
Something like that.
So 2006, so 6 years, and they never changed the interface on the bottom, so you can put into all of your docking thises and all that. I'd say that's pretty generous for 6 years. Oh, Jesus.
All right, Netflix overhaul. Wait.
What? No fair. I got two
there we go.
buzzers.
Netflix overhauls user interface. So true. This is kind of interesting.
I'm surprised this took this long, and I'll tell you why.
Do tell, because I am interested.
Connect.
Connect with
Microsoft
what?
Connect.
Okay.
I'm surprised because Xbox overhauled their entire interface just so you can use Connect to go wee. I'm surprised Netflix took so long.
Yeah.
So that way you can just go Netflix and then wee. Which you kind of can. I mean, the interface they had was
We're not
fine.
talking just for Xbox, though. They overhauled it on the apps. They
Well,
overhauled
no, I
it online.
understand that.
And I think it's
But I
pretty
figured
good.
they probably said, well, we're going to do it so it'll be more Connect friendly. May as well just do it everywhere.
Yeah, it's
But I
kind of
haven't seen it,
interesting.
so I can't truly comment or make believe I know what the hell I'm talking about.
I don't know, but I mean, Netflix is making more and more compelling case every day for unplugging. Please don't do it because we want us to watch a show. Please, we love you at Cablevision. But I mean, Netflix really hasn't changed the landscape of that. Not gonna lie, it makes a compelling reason for not watching cable at home. But please watch us.
This one was very interesting when I saw it.
Gears of War video game coming. This is interesting because this is a rumor about an announcement. What?
They say they're going to be announcing a new Gears of War game at E3, which is...
They just announced it. By announcing, they're announcing they've announced.
Yeah. But the funny
Then
thing
what
is,
are they announcing?
if you've ever seen the Gears of War trilogy, that's
And
exactly
I
what
have.
it was. It was a trilogy. They ended it pretty convincingly at the end of 3.
Everything blew up.
All the bad guys die, and...
All the good guys died.
Oh,
World
boy.
literally
Spoiler alert.
exploded.
Spoiler alert. So yeah,
That's
all...
not a spoiler alert
Well,
for
there
the
might
end
be
of a
people
video
who
game.
haven't gotten that far yet. Who the hell? What do we...
Yes, at the end of a video game, you
They die. You win.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of an out of
Hooray.
surprise at first-person shooter. We've won. It was a long and costly battle, but we won.
So I don't
Alien.
know. I don't know if they're going to go for the prequel thing on how. I mean, they kind of did that with that DLC they did.
Downloadable content for you, though, who don't know.
So I don't know if they're going to go for like a prequel after, because they showed how they got Jace onto the whole thing with the I forget what the name of the DLC was, but I don't know if that's the direction they're going, but we'll see. Bless you.
We're not discussing that again, are we? It was pretty interesting. There's really nothing else to say about AT&T data plans. is
Okay,
there?
so I will replace it with something. Sprint has officially announced that they are dropping the Nextel network.
They are.
They're shutting it down.
Finally, count it.
Pow.
Yes. All right. So cell phone related. This
It is cell phone related, but
It is interesting. I don't know.
it's been dying for a while.
The network's called IDEN. Frankly, who knew it was still around? Somewhere there's some old grizzled construction worker with his walkie-talkie phone who's demanding all his coworkers get walkie-talkie phones. And like, they don't exist. He's like, buy them on eBay, you damn kids.
Yeah, I mean, there are still people who use it. And the idea is good, whereas like you don't have to go through a phone. Well, you do still have to find the person, but you don't have to dial the number and wait for them to pick up. You go.
Oh
beep,
no,
beep,
you
and they're
don't have
there.
to dial a number.
That takes a lot of
work.
It's true. But I think that they're going to come out with something on the Sprint network with CDMA or whatever they call it. Yeah. But I believe they're going to come out with something similar on the Sprint network because they bought out Nextel so they can have all their technology anyhow.
Right. Well, that
It's
never
just
made
gonna be
sense
on a
why they
different
bought them in
band.
the first place because the technology was incompatible.
It's true.
Yeah.
But now they're going to make it compatible. They
They
have
are?
the technology.
No, they're just going to ditch the IDEN network and then just steal the bandwidth.
That I
The
basically
end.
think that's probably what they're going to use for their 4G.
And that's been our geeky news for the week.
Now, what about our
Ooh, our
product?
deal of the week.
Yeah.
Yeah. So each
What do
week,
you got?
Each week, well, since Pat's not here, substituting in this week.
I'm actually sitting on him.
Are you?
I am.
There you go.
He's dead.
I'm just okay. Each week, Pat usually goes through. He picks one very special item. You know, usually something affordable, right? That you can go through. You can buy. It might be a collectible or a new gizmo or gadget or just something good for around the house, right?
Right.
So he thinks long and hard about this. That's what she said.
And by long and hard, we mean 4 minutes before airtime, he finds something online.
Exactly.
That's exactly what Brad did.
So this week, it's actually a collectible.
Ooh.
It's a collectible computer, actually.
Tell me more.
It is an original Apple computer with the tape drive. It has
tape.
the original Apple Basic. If you've never seen the picture, it's in a wooden box, basically, made out of like a Commodore keyboard in a wooden box, and it's got Apple crudely carved into the back.
Yeah, I saw the picture when you were looking at it.
Yeah, it's quite a collectible. It's one of the first Apple computers ever made.
So was it like a couple $100?
You know,
something
it's not
affordable.
it's not very powerful, mind you, but
Right,
you can still buy it though.
Very.
It's
antiquated level.
more of just a shelf piece kind of.
I think someone's trying to break in. I'm not really
I
sure
think
what's going
someone's
on.
banging on something.
Well.
That's what she said. So how much? Yeah, how much?
I say a few $100s, just as a
It's a little bit higher.
How many few hundreds?
1,000?
1,000? Like 1,000?
No, a little bit higher than that.
A couple of thousand?
No. Keep going.
A few of a couple of thousand?
No. Keep going.
How many decimal points should I move to the right?
Wait, what are we up to?
Like 5,000?
1.5?
How many digits total are there to the left of the decimal place?
Well, here's
Or
the
points.
problem. You know how they have scarcity defines price?
Mm-hmm.
There's only one of them on sale.
Is there only one in the world?
No, there's more.
Okay, so this is just one that's here.
Yeah. It's being
Are we
sold by
talking like-
Sotheby's.
Sotheby's?
Sotheby's.
Oh, so you just added another 0.
Yep.
Doug, is Mike 3 up? Good, because I'm taking it off because I'm tired of it poking me in the chin.
That's what she said. It's being sold by Sotheby's. There's only one of them right now. You want to take one final guess before I actually tell you?
I'm going to guess something redonkulous. Yes, thank you, Jay Fuller. Redonkulous.
Redonkulous.
Like 25 grand?
Try $140,000 to $180,000. That is the
Part of my body just puckered. Are you kidding me?
That is the pre-auction estimate for an Apple.
Apple One.
One, yes.
Oh.
So everyone, remember to save your e-machines. Someday it may be worth less than nothing.
So for the price of a exotic car over in like Europe, you can buy a computer that would take 40 minutes to boot.
No, it boots very quickly. You just can't run anything else other than basic DOS. Monitor sold separately.
There's not even a
yeah,
monitor.
That's actually true.
What kind of
monitor sold separately?
What kind of monitor did they use back then for that? Was it? It wasn't VGA.
Something with rabbit ears, I'm sure. And it had like remember you had like the Nintendo or Sega Genesis, and it always came with a useless adapter that had like the two little antenna prongs on it.
Oh yeah, I use that very often.
Yeah, you did?
Absolutely.
All right. How old are you?
Don't worry about that.
All right, fair enough.
I used one until 2007.
You used one until 2000. That's right. You didn't get a new TV until 2007, right?
Rob did not get what we call high def. I know it's crazy kids.
Rob didn't even get standard def until 2007. He was watching TV on a Game Gear.
My TV had knobs.
His TV had
You're a knob.
You're a knob. So yeah,
So
$140
to $180,000.
That's a collectible.
That's a house.
They're selling at exactly the right time because I mean,
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
They're dumb.
No. Whoever buys it's dumb.
Yes.
But Steve Jobs, I mean, with him dying, then
He
like,
wasn't dumb. He was smart.
he was smart, but now they're selling it at the peak of the market. Apple's so crazy, super popular. Steve Jobs has died, so that's all in the news. Here, you can own a very piece of computer that was manufactured in part by Steve Jobs instead of an 8-year-old Chinese boy. Ah! Yes, and the Woz.
The Woz.
That's like a bad 80s TV show. Steve Jobs and the Woz. It's the Woz.
Don't go there.
Was he trying to stiff arm someone there?
Yes, he's going
Yes.
for the touchdown.
Yes, touchdown. You want to get crazy news stories?
Oh no! Well, first I don't have any because
Oh,
printer limit. So
yeah,
while you do
that's-
that, I have a surprise for you.
I don't like surprises.
I
unless
know
they
you
involve
do. I
cake.
know you love surprises. I got a delivery.
I told you should have paid child support.
Yeah.
You got it.
That'll be waiting in your car when you leave.
Why?
No, but I got a real delivery.
Oh, that. Oh, wait. What's going to be waiting in my car?
My illegitimate child.
Please don't crap in my car again.
But I call him Timmy.
Did you bring it with you?
Robert, may I have some assistance, please?
Okay.
I'm afraid.
Why do you sound so depressed by saying that?
I
I thought
know-
you'd be excited by this.
You should, but he's not.
It says I ain't.
That's true.
Wait, have you
Here
been
comes
hiding
Rob.
it behind the set? Have you kept this from me?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic.
I want it to be a legitimate surprise, and I know Pat wanted to see it, but look, it's here.
Oh, wow. You haven't even opened it, Rob. In case you
It's a
want.
lot lighter than I was expecting,
That's
but
what she said.
that's true too. So, as you did with your, look, it's
I'm
it's
reading on the
legit.
side.
Yep.
Made in China.
Made in
Carton
China.
616 of 500. Well, 1,500.
gonna say,
I was like, that doesn't make. I think you got gypped. I think that's an empty box.
Yeah, so evidently I have like another 700 coming. So I wanted to open it live.
this is interesting.
Since I've been waiting for a year
And then some.
and then some.
So this is interesting. So there were only 1,500 of these.
Evidently, I don't know where they came up with that.
Or maybe that's just in the shipment.
Yes, so
And Jay opens it with a knife and you hear it deflate. And then Jay would deflate.
oh, but they really did pack it though. I'll tell you
Yes.
Squirt.
It's waiting for blood to start shooting out of Jay's leg.
that. So while we talk about news,
Ladies
we're
and
gonna
gentlemen, that is not a special effect. If you see blood actually shooting on set, please
Call
call
911.
911. Yes.
but not well. Yeah, not if you don't live in this area, because then you'll be talking to someone else. Be like, "What the hell are you talking
What are
about?"
you doing? I don't know. Yeah. Well, Jay, come on.
I'm trying. They pack this thing like. has, like
Is this how you build suspense?
this
Opening
how-
a box?
Yes.
We need to have a show called Opening a Box, where we just order one thing a week and then we open the box very slowly.
Oh. Here, hold that part. Hold that part. Ah. Okay, evidently it.
Well, that didn't
You
work.
might want to get that checked.
Save the styrofoam in case you have to send it back.
To China?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, so
Oh,
if you can.
it's entirely encased in styrofoam.
Yes.
What is this, an alien body?
You ready?
All right.
Here it comes. You want to see it first?
It's plastic and cardboard. Wait a minute.
Cardboard?
Wait a minute.
Rob, you son of a bitch!
What?
That was you leaving my house the other day.
I didn't do nothing.
Wait a minute.
This is your invention.
This is the cardboard cheap one.
This is Rob's. He stole my.
nothing.
You stole my Lancer, you bastard.
No.
You did, didn't you?
Did not.
You made this. I have evidence.
No.
The
You
other
know what
day,
the funny part is this is actually made to scale to fit in there.
which is weird.
Yeah,
but
it is
the
kinda
thing
weird.
is, that son of a bitch in there. I said, I could have sworn I saw you leaving my area where my house is.
Right.
He's like, no, I've been at
I
work
don't know
all
what
this
you're talking
time.
about.
I'm
Yeah,
like-
I was in Bristol the entire time.
and then I'm like, I could swear it was you because it looked just like you, even though the person was kind of ducking away from it.
Well, in case anyone's wondering, it kind of looks like this. This is general shape, although it's completely blown. Oh, there we go. That's the general shape.
You
All right, Rob,
son
where
of
is
a
it?
bitch.
Holy
Where's
hell!
what?
That's
mine.
That's fantastic. That's the best toy ever.
Let Brad see.
I was expecting something heavier.
That's what she said.
That is ridiculous.
That is awesomeness. Now that I get to see it.
Utterly ridiculous. Does the knife come off?
It does.
It does.
Yes.
It's a plastic toy gun. So now Jay is going to realistically paint this, and subsequently get shot
Hurt
with a
myself.
real gun.
So for those of you that don't know, in the game,
I'm afraid to ask how much did that game prop cost you?
don't ask. So for those of you that are unfamiliar with
Does
the
the
Gears
safety
of
work
War,
at least?
actually nothing moves.
Really?
Yeah. The only thing that moves is the trigger.
So you can make bang 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 noises as you do that? Bang bang bang!
Bang,
Bang
bang,
bang bang!
Not to
Bang.
mention, Side A looks exactly like Side B.
That's true.
So you got two safeties, two.
It's an ambidextrous gun.
It's called, selector switches and safeties and all that other stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah, safety switches and stuff.
So those of you that are unfamiliar from the series Gears of War, this is the Retro Lancer. It is, I believe it is to scale. But yeah, this is what it looked like. The regular Lancer had the chainsaw on the end. Evidently, that's the one that couldn't make it into the United States. So,
That can.
so round two, here we have the Retro Lancer, which instead of a chainsaw on the end, has a bayonet, which doesn't hurt.
Aw, you can sharpen that.
It's
Sharp,
plastic.
Put someone's eye out.
You can sharpen that. You can sharpen plastic. Just ask people in prison.
I'm gonna poke you. Pick your nose. There. Oh, see, doesn't that feel better now?
Anyways,
So I've only been waiting for a year, but it's finally here, and I
Yay!
can display it. Oh, sorry. I'll pay for that whole.
now what?
12.
Now what are you gonna wait for in the mail?
Bills.
Lord of the Rings set.
Blu-ray trilogy.
Oh yeah, by the way, if you're interested, we're not going to tell you where to get it, so we're not actually selling anything.
Or
But
the price.
But you can actually search online if you want Lord of the Rings. There's a deal online for Lord of the Rings, the entire extended edition Blu-ray set, which is like 15 Blu-ray discs for like $50 or something. Just do a search for it online if you're a nerd like us. All right. Anyways, crazy ass news. Hey Jay.
Hey, Brad.
Well, clearly, if you've actually bought a video game prop, there might be a slight thing about you getting lack of exercise.
No.
Well, good news! It could save your life. Count it.
Yes. Fat people unite.
A review of 6 studies.
Yeah, they're called donut shots.
Shut up, you jerk.
A review of 6 studies found that 10% of regular exercisers ended up with worse levels of blood pressure or insulin, 2 indicators of heart disease. On the other hand, about the same percentage ended up drastically improving on at least one measure.
Speech impediments by the look of it.
Yeah. Still, the finding that some people actually worsened is bizarre, says the lead author on the analysis, and a co-author who happens to have contributed to the national guidelines on exercise says people should continue to work out, but maybe get heart disease factors checked regularly. I'm an exercise guy, he says. I believe in exercise for health. I would rather have everyone exercise, but you can't ignore the data.
So I'm actually
Pork
helping.
rinds, Funyuns, and Pepsi, all right.
So I'm actually helping myself.
Yes. There you go.
Yay.
And in case for something you're looking for something delicious and fashionable, a scarf-wearing pig has become a minor celebrity after it was spotted crossing a busy Pennsylvania highway. The Pittsburgh Tribune Review says that The pig safely navigated rush hour traffic before disappearing into the woods. Several passing commuters pulled over to snap pictures of the animal, while others called police because they were afraid the pig would get hit by cars. Police say they don't know who owns the animal or why it was wearing a scarf. However, the animal now has its own Twitter account at twitter.com/sharpdressedpig. Interesting.
I feel like I'm in Green Acres all of a sudden.
Green Acres. Let's see. Who cares about Madonna? No one,
Not
right?
me.
Hey, did you watch any of that History Channel miniseries Hatfields and McCoys?
That was like a 3 1-hour show miniseries.
I didn't
wasn't
catch
it?
any of it. I'm a little disappointed in myself.
It'll be on Hulu tomorrow.
Yes. Well, there were really good ratings for the History Channel miniseries, Hatfields and McCoys. The show actually beat its Monday night ratings record on Wednesday night, which was the show's finale, picking up an estimated 14.3 million viewers. That's a new record for even the most watched entertainment broadcast, not a sporting event, which has ever been on cable TV. Hatfield and McCoys averaged 13.8 million viewers for all 3 parts of the miniseries, and since most regular broadcast TV shows are now into reruns, the miniseries was the most watched shows on regular TV as well. So
There's a lot of stars in that. Bill Paxton was in that.
Bill Pullman,
Was it Pullman or Paxton?
Kevin Costner.
Oh, Bill Pullman. I
Was
always
it
get the
Pullman
two-
or Paxton?
Which one was in Titanic?
Pullman or Paxton? Oh,
Thank you.
Paxton.
Yeah, Bill Paxton was in it, and
Which one's Bill Pullman?
He's the one in Independence Day.
yes,
Oh, Independence Day.
Lone Star.
yeah, that's the one I always
Oh,
remember
okay,
from.
Lone Star.
He's
Oh,
Lone
I'll
Star.
never get them confused again. Let's see. Hey, a lot of people graduating high school and college. A new National Retail Federation poll finds that a third of consumers plan to buy gifts for graduates this year, up 31% from a year ago. Among those, a third are choosing gift cards. Why? Why are you choosing gift cards? It's like turning regular cash into cash. It's only good at one place and doesn't earn interest and expires.
What if it's a really cool place?
Give them cash, damn it.
Like me, I love like Home Depot gift cards with my
That-
house
I'm gonna-
now.
I'm gonna
Because
get-
Home Depot's awesome.
Yeah, well, why? Wouldn't you rather have cash?
No, because then I'll go spend it on like ice cream and video games,
Count it!
which is awesome. But when you're trying to do home improvement, it's like I could go buy that gallon of paint for.
No. I'm going to go on my rant again. I do this at least twice a year.
Okay, ready and rant.
Why are you buying gift cards? You're exchanging perfectly good cash that's good at any possible store. Then you're exchanging it for gift cards that are only good at one store, at particular times, particular places that may lose value and expire over time, depending on what state you're in, your national laws and localities. Why? And then, in addition to basically saying, no, I'm going to make you do work to get your gift because now you actually have to go out and spend time and have to go to a place, you're basically saying, I didn't care enough to actually think of a good gift for you. In that case, just give cash, which they can use anywhere.
But
You're making people work for gifts.
on the flip side, you can have the people who are like, oh, I've known him all my life. I know exactly what he'll want. He'll want this beautiful sweater. And then you're like, because then you got to take the sweater, go back, try to figure out what store it was. Where'd you get it, Grandma? Oh, I don't remember. I was on a trip somewhere and I got it. Because then you get your sweater from your grandmother, and then you have to go and return, and then you get store credit because you don't have the receipt because your grandmother ate it or whatever.
You
and
know
then
what
all
would
you
be
have
easier?
is like a $40 gift or store credit to like the home
Baby Gap.
Baby Gap.
You know what would have been
I'm not
easier?
a size baby 3 anymore.
You know what would have been easier and better?
Cash.
If Grandma gave you cash.
Grandmothers don't give cash because
Grandma,
you need
break out the
sweaters.
checkbook.
You need a sweater.
Grandma, break out the checkbook.
That's not cash. That's a check.
I'll take a check over a gift card.
I don't know.
Yeah?
Well, I'd rather cash than like a gift card to somewhere I'd never go.
Right. You know what I want for Christmas?
Tell me.
Me just to walk into a room with my whole little Square app and, all right, people, slide your credit cards. Merry
That would be
Christmas,
cool.
me.
Yeah, just slide it in here and I'll just take, whatever I feel is
Yeah,
fit.
exactly. Yes.
I've been really,
How much do you like me this year?
that's true. I've been really good this year, so I'm
yeah.
going to take about 4 digits.
There you go. Well, anyways, consumers plan to buy gift cards for graduates this year, up 31% from a year ago. Among those, a third are choosing gift cards. But clothing, greeting cards, cash, thank God. Electronics also saw a gain in popularity. On average, consumers say they plan to spend $100 on gifts this year, $9 higher than last year,
So wait a minute, people were buying $91 in gift cards last year, but now it's up to 100.
on average. Well, it wasn't necessarily gift cards, but just spending on gifts. Let's see. Hey, you remember Dan Rather?
Who?
Remember Dan Rather?
No.
Yeah, this
Was
is
he something?
Dan Rather. This is CNN. No, wait, that was James Earl Jones.
I was going to say,
This is CBS. No, that's Dan Rather. Okay. This,
And Connie Chung.
yes. Dan Rather and Connie Chung. Well, he reports that he's on HDNet. That's Mark Cuban's channel, by the way. Yes, how he's fallen from notoriety to who? Reports that Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez is nearing death's door. Rather writes, the reporter's been told that the Venezuelan President Hugo Chavez has metastatic...
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, metastatic.
It's metastatic, first of all.
Metastatic?
Yes.
Oh, that's it. Metastatic.
Say the second one, I dare you.
Rhabdomyosarcoma.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah, metastatic rhabdomyosarcoma. An aggressive cancer that has entered the end stage. Here, as the source says, the prognosis is dire. Chavez is now not expected to live more than a couple months at most. Chavez is running for re-election in Venezuela, but several sources, including one who revealed the exact kind of cancer, have told him that they believe it's doubtful the dictator will live to see the results.
Oh, good. So some other fanatic psycho can take over.
Yes. So just remember, if any one of us get famous, we have to buy cars for the other, because that's exactly what Nicki Minaj did for her friends. Well, Nicki Minaj loves to spoil her friends with Louis Vuitton bags, but that's not where her generosity ends. The kooky rapper also treated her 3 closest friends to a free luxury automobile. Everyone gets bees!
Inside joke.
One chose a Range Rover, another picked up a Mercedes-Benz, and the last had her eye on a BMW X6. The Pop-Tart is very loyal to her pals and say they've, quote, been with me forever, unquote. And how about this?
I've been with my parents forever. They don't buy me luxury cars.
No,
and nor
they
should they.
Don't. Shouldn't
No,
they?
and they shouldn't, because that's dumb.
Shouldn't they?
And I wouldn't buy a
Shouldn't they?
Range Rover. I'd drive it into a tree just for fun.
What?
The Mercedes,
You
Yeah,
drive
but-
Range Rover into a tree?
I would.
For shame.
Hey, they say the things are tough as nails. I want to see.
Yeah,
Besides,
they're-
I got it for free. What do I
They're
care?
tough as nails and really expensive to repair. Anyways,
Well, it's free. What do I care?
hey, who remembers Dennis Rodman?
I do.
You do? You remember?
Multicolored hair.
Multicolored hair.
He was
Former
joinking
Bulls
Madonna,
basketball
wasn't he?
player. You know, the real creep show who played alongside Michael Jordan. You know, that guy. Well, don't be surprised if you see Dennis Rodman wearing an orange vest on the side of the highway. The Worm, which is his nickname, was sentenced to 104 hours of community service. And why was it 104? Was this like a radio prank or something? You've been sentenced to 104 FM hours of community service. AbsoluteNow.com reports that the former NBA star hasn't been paying child support, but no one knows how much he owes. An attorney for his ex-wife, Michelle, believes the amount is $750,000, while his attorney claims it's much less. Dennis was also...
Whoa!
That's a lot of money.
$750,000 in child support?
Yeah, not
How
so
many
much.
kids are there? 50? Good God. Well, it is him, so that is...
It is the Worm.
It's definitely... Well...
Dennis was also sentenced to 3 years of informal probation. What's the difference between informal probation?
You're going to go on probation, you know, keep your nose clean, nothing in writing, just, you know... I don't know, sounds good to me.
I think you hang out with cop friends you might know.
There's no such thing as informal probation
Yes,
in this
what the hell's
state.
informal probation?
It's got to be a California thing.
Little respect, he worked with Van Damme.
A little respect, he worked with Van Damme?
Yeah.
Yeah, and he still can't act.
Double team or
Double team, yeah, I know what you're talking
That's why he
about.
has so many kids.
That wasn't a movie, that was an abomination. Dennis was also sentenced to 3 years of informal probation, whatever that means, and heads back to court on June 22nd. And the world is coming to an end. You want to know why?
Tell me.
We're deep frying on December 21st.
Yay.
But also because Justin Bieber...
I don't
Oh,
even
wait,
want to
Pat's
know.
not here. I was waiting to.
Oh, don't even tell me. He's already going out with my girlfriend, but okay, 1, 2, 3, go. Tell me what he's doing now.
Who's your girlfriend?
Selena Gomez.
Okay. Justin Bieber is
Don't tell me.
getting his own network TV special.
Oh,
which
God,
is a travesty,
why?
because we should have our
Why?
own network TV special before Justin Bieber. I mean, honestly.
Serious. We have more talent in TV than he does.
Less hair, mind you. Less hair. Less hair. Less hair. But more talent. Anyways, E! News says that NBC will air a 1-hour special called Justin Bieber All Around the World, which is jokes Pat's been making for some time on June 21st, with performances from Bieber's current world tour and behind-the-scenes footage, some of it shot by Bieber himself.
Wait, before you go any further, I have to call bullshit.
Okay, please
This
do.
is bullshit because...
Bullshit!
Thank you. Bieber got his start by doing whatever he did, whining into a camera and putting it on YouTube, and someone found it.
Count it! There's still hope for us.
I still call bullshit because we have more talent and we put more time into this than he did in that, and we haven't become superstars yet.
Count it! Wait, what did we just count?
I don't know, but it was fun.
Count it!
Because I haven't left you hanging once like Pat would have.
Yeah.
Suck it.
Ha. Let's see. Oh, hear about this. Have you ever heard about those crazy religious-ass people that, like, have things with snakes and stuff? Let me just continue reading because that was a really horrible intro.
It really
The
was.
West Virginia Pentecostal pastor who used poisonous snakes during religious services has died
Why?
of a rattlesnake bite.
Don't.
Mark Wolford was bitten during an outdoor service at a state park that he had hoped would be a homecoming like the old days, he said on his Facebook page, filled with people speaking in tongues, handling snakes, and having a great time.
Isn't that called witchcraft?
Snakecraft,
Poisonous
maybe.
snakes talking in tongues, standing in the church square.
Well, quote unquote, he says, "Praise the Lord and pass the rattlesnakes, brother," he wrote last week. Wolford believed that the Bible requires Christians to handle poisonous snakes to test their faith in God and remain steadfast in their belief that they won't be beaten or will be healed if they are attacked.
I have faith in that God made rattlesnakes know how to defend themselves.
Yeah, he was bitten on the thigh when he sat next to the rattlesnake during the service. He'd owned the snake for years. He was taken to a relative's home to recover, but was later rushed to a local hospital later where he was declared dead because God didn't heal him. Snake expert told the Washington Post that death by rattlesnake is excruciating. The venom attacks the nervous system and it's vicious and gruesome when it hits. Wolford was the son of a snake handler preacher who died of a snake bite when Wolford was 15. Wolford himself was just turned 44. Darwin won, Jesus nothing.
Seriously, you can have every faith in every religion in the world, but still there are some things that are just going to come down to, this is nature, and no matter what, you're gonna die.
Yep. All right, we'll do one more news story, then we'll get to this week's top 3.
Yay! It says dumper.
In the dumper. If this guy comes to your fast food drive-thru, run! Run! Or at least get his order right. The New York Post says that Michael Smith, which is a really generic name, of Ohio is accused of intentionally crashing his truck into a Taco Bell drive-thru. There's going to be a lot of Michael Smiths out there getting crap for this news story. Michael Smith of Ohio is accused of intentionally crashing his truck into a Taco Bell drive-thru. The
Why?
reason?
Why?
Employees forgot to put his 99-cent taco into his bag.
Dear God, what kind of injustice is this?
No!
They put it.
Where did they put it? Oh,
I can't tell you.
Here's the thing.
It's a kid's show.
Here's the thing that ticks me off.
Tell me.
Like, all right, a lot of McDonald's and Burger Kings and all that are now charging for like barbecue sauce.
Really?
Which is first of all redonkulous.
That really is.
But secondly, they don't charge for ketchup, but they charge for barbecue sauce. Hate you bastards. But that being said, you buy barbecue sauce or you buy honey mustard, whatever the hell you're buying. You buy the extra sauce, and then they don't put it in the bag. They always forget the damn sauce. Always. Always, always, always.
That's
I
why
go to
you
Moe's
just-
in Southington. I order queso. Never put the queso in the bag.
That's why you check it before you leave.
Exactly. I've had to learn to do that. But I don't like having to do that because you know what happens? Instead of getting your food and pulling forward so the next person can pull up, you get your food, you have to open your bag, and then rush around for like the next 15, 20 seconds while you're holding up traffic behind you. Meanwhile, they're getting pissed off and you feel like a dick for holding up traffic. But you have to check through your bag because you have to make sure you actually got what you actually ordered so you don't have to pull through that actually do the walk of shame inside and be like, listen, dickholes, you forgot to give me my 2 barbecue sauce. What the hell?
Yeah, but
Now I can understand why I drove through the barbecue because I'm getting worked up just talking about this.
But if you think about it, if they did their job correctly the first time,
You wouldn't
that
have to
wouldn't
drive through the drive-thru and crash into the building.
Exactly. But going on with the story,
You tell him, Michael Smith. Yeah.
yeah, we support you. Maybe not that extreme, but
Yeah. Well, anyways, after the collision, Smith's truck was leaking fluid, and cops followed the trail to his house.
okay, you're not the smartest pissed off guy, but
Yeah, police spokesman said he had admitted that he purposely hit the building because he was mad because they messed up his order, and I understand why.
jeez.
Anyways, let's get to this week's top 3, shall we?
Okay.
This week's top 3 is top 3 people you would like to be the narrator of your life.
Yes.
So, do the voiceover for your life.
Yes.
So, all right, this has a compelling list. You know, you can go some big name actors in here.
I already got a classic that you got to go
All right.
right off the top.
Yep.
James Earl Jones.
This is CNN. MJ's life.
And Darth Vader.
I can't even do This is CNN. I can't even get close to James Earl Jones.
No.
He's got security.
That's because he's well. Besides the security, they can be foiled. Let's see. What about Morgan Freeman?
Yeah, there's a
You
lot
don't
of
like-
African American names that pop to mind when I do this.
He's got a deep, rich,
He does.
comforting voice. It's
He
true.
does.
You know.
Then you got
And see, I mean, like, listen, like, what the heck was it? Shawshank Redemption. You know? And those boys ravished him horribly. This is CNN.
what about Barry White? If he was still here.
Yes, I
Barry
guess
White
so.
would be a good one.
I guess so, but every moment of my life would be perving. That might be more appropriate for you.
Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah. I'm tired of this. No, I can't do Samuel L. Jackson. The closest
There's
I
too
can,
much swearing.
The closest I can get is Morgan Freeman. That's even that's a horrible.
What about the guy who did the voice for Kit in Knight Rider?
I'm sorry, Hasselhog. That Kit from
Hasselhog.
Hasselhog. The Kit.
Germans love you, but I hate you.
Yes. I don't know.
Shouldn't you be running down a beach with no shirt on?
Beep boop boop beep boop. I'm trying to think who else would be. Sean Connery. Might be
Oh,
good.
absolutely, Sean Connery.
Sean Connery. Yep, that would be good. Let's see who else would be good on that list.
I know the one I'd get for you. I'd get Roseanne.
Why would you get? Why do you hate me? Why would you do that?
I would do it just so I could videotape you for a day. Dan.
Why would you do that? One day he walked down, he got some ice cream.
You know who I'd want?
It's like an air raid siren that's broken.
Oh.
He got some ice cream. And then he drove back to the
Wind
building.
up, wind up. Oh, it's broken.
He put the ice cream in the freezer.
And it winds down.
Worst Shatner ever.
I would want Ed O'Neill as Al Bundy. Because I want Al Bundy to actually narrate my life.
That's actually a pretty good one.
Al Bundy, one of my personal idols.
Yeah.
I would absolutely love for him to narrate my life. That would just be hilarious.
That would be pretty good. What about if you were to have?
Now wait, can we hear the narration, or like everyone else can hear it?
I think everyone else can hear the narration.
But we can't hear it.
No, you can't hear it.
So now this like
people in the movies can never hear their own narration.
right? But is this like?
Will Ferrell.
What's that?
He did that one with Will.
Yeah, but that was like the writer one or whatever. What? That's a narrator? What the hell was that? It was a crappy movie. But
is
anyways.
it like a Wonder Years type thing where like?
I'll go with Wonder Years. See,
Not like that kind of narration where like things are happening and older him is like.
Or Shawshank Redemption or something like that. Something where narration's, constant and fluid throughout the story and it's propelling it along. Mm-hmm. Something like that. So, who else we got? How about, what about Sigourney Weaver? She did okay with Planet Earth. That's not, that's
It's okay to throw out there.
I throw it out on the
it's
list.
not necessarily top 3 level, but it'd be,
You could go Patrick Stewart.
oh, absolutely.
You got the English accent.
I'm Patrick Stewart.
It's it's comforting. It's well known, pretty well out there. It'd be pretty good.
Speaking of, on a side note, have you watched the last season of Family Guy? Which I know Rob hasn't because he hates the show.
No, I haven't been watching.
It's funny because Little Susie, which is Joe and what's her name's
baby,
kid?
yeah.
A couple times randomly throughout the season, they just came along and showed Little Susie.
Oh yeah,
and it's Patrick Stewart's voice, like,
yeah.
"Hello, I'm Patrick Stewart.
Yes.
I hope you're enjoying the show today." And that's it. And then they
Right.
just cut to something else. But it's just like so random and
hilarious.
unseen. It's just fantastic.
Yeah. If you're going with Star Trek characters, you could always go with William Shatner, but that might be a little unnerving.
I would do Worf. Worf would be awesome to narrate your life.
Michael Dorn?
No, Worf. Michael Dorn as Worf. How's that?
Okay, fair enough. I was like, it doesn't actually exist.
You don't know that.
I'm just saying.
Because it'd be kind of cool. But the really cool part was, do you remember dating myself? Watch out, kids. Do you remember the show Herman's Head from way back?
I know the name. I'm completely unfamiliar with what the concept of the show was.
The concept of the show.
Wait, was it that giant head on MTV where the alien was living inside?
No.
Oh,
Herman's
okay.
Head was actually on broadcast TV,
Oh, that was the head?
That was the head.
Oh,
This is
okay.
Herman's head, where basically this guy goes through life, and every time he's presented with a situation, they cut to a scene of 4 people that are supposedly in his brain that represent 4 parts of his like anger and love and
Okay.
me. Because I could see, like, depending on the situation I was in my life,
Wait,
different people.
anger, love, and Jay.
And me. I am everything
I want
else.
a grilled cheese.
That's basically what it comes down to. Ooh, ice cream sounds good. But I could see different narrators taking over for different situations in your life.
All right, I guess.
Just saying. Just throwing it out there.
Rob, any real classic narrators out there you think would be great for narrating your life?
Alf.
We
said it like 6 times. Where
Morgan
have you
Freeman
been?
was like the first one.
We're not entirely paying attention.
I can tell. What about Alf?
Elf?
Alf.
Get out of the studio.
What's wrong with Alf? He's a fuzzy little guy,
Hey, it's Elf.
and he eats cats.
Doug said Yoda.
Yoda?
Yoda would be might be a little
Unintelligible.
confusing.
Yoda would be unintelligible.
Important distinction. Frank
Walk down the street, he did. And then
Oz as Yoda as not directed by Lucas.
Frank. All right, so Frank Oz as Yoda as not directed by George Lucas.
I wanted Sophia Vergara.
Proper English, I will not speak.
That's just because she shows cleave,
Sofia Vergara?
which isn't necessarily bad.
She and Liev Schreiber need to narrate my life.
And Liev Schreiber?
Yes.
I don't even know what they sound like.
Did you see X-Men Origins Wolverine?
Yes.
He played Sabretooth.
Oh, he played Sabretooth?
Yeah.
I guess. It's kind of gruff and I don't know. Yeah. Let's see, who else? What about William H. Macy?
Jeremy Clarkson.
Jeremy Clarkson. Yes. I'd walk into the studio. He makes the final corner, across the line, onto the couch, just in time for the show.
I love it.
Long-head insults on here too.
That would be good. It might be good to
Yeah.
have an Englishman just to have the quirky insults that you don't quite get.
Ooh. Well, speaking of British insults, what about Gordon Ramsay?
Going your entire life would be crap.
And you just hear swearing in your head all the time.
Well, I thought we said we wouldn't. Well, I hear that anyways, but I thought we wouldn't hear the
Or
narration.
everyone else would just hear narration of swearing and
Yes.
cursing and
That's horrible.
telling you how horrible you are
this
in
tastes
life.
like garbage.
And there's my life.
Yeah, which reminds me, I have
Aw.
to finish making potato salad when I get home.
Okay.
Yes. But yes.
There's so many people out there. What about Seth MacFarlane as?
Seth MacFarlane.
Well, you could just do Seth MacFarlane, which would be like having Brian in your head.
Yeah.
But what about as Stewie? Imagine Stewie here.
Kill you. Yes.
And no sprinkles. For every sprinkle I find, I shall kill you.
Every sprinkle I find, I shall kill you. I'm
Oh!
like,
Oh!
Line that didn't happen in season 1.
Shut up.
yeah.
What about Ahmed, the dead terrorist?
I kill you. That's very similar to Stewie, actually.
It kind of is,
Yes.
but I still think it'd be funny.
I guess. He's Fidelis. I kill you. See, anyone could do that voice.
Jackie Martling would be funny to have.
Jackie Martling.
the comedian.
I don't know that person.
Oh, good lord.
Give me is there a bit I might know?
I can't.
You can't?
No, I
That
can't.
dirty?
Yeah.
All right, fair enough.
But he's funny as hell, but...
All right.
Or George Carlin. George Carlin would be a good one.
Ooh, that would be good. That actually, that's serious potential right there.
George Carlin's absolutely
Because
in
it'd
the
just be
running.
sarcastic all
Yeah.
the time. Yep.
And in my life, that would basically fit.
Yeah, for Pat, maybe Jerry Lewis.
Hey, lady!
Hey, lady, it's Pat. He's drunk again. I got puking on your shoes. What's
He
that?
said Sherry Lewis.
As Lamb Chop?
Sherry Lewis.
Oh, you want to really hate people?
Yeah.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Affleck. Until I said something anti-Semitic and got fired. Affleck.
I have a herniated cornea.
Herniated corn. What?
The Japanese. He said something about
The Japanese?
her the tidal wave thing.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, he said something about tidal wave. What about, speaking of Japanese, what about George Takei?
Ooh, hello.
Oh, hello. There's that. Let's see what else. I'm just trying to think of like major like TV narrators
I
right
couldn't
now.
do Mila. I'd love to do Mila Kunis, but I couldn't have Mila Kunis because I just hear Meg.
The voice is too grating.
No, it's just all I'd see is Meg.
The
I
voice
hear
is-
Meg, and I couldn't even like.
You don't hear it though. Other people hear it.
Yeah, I know, but even so, if I had to choose who it was, I know
I would
everybody
just
would be
say
hearing
the
Meg.
voice is too grating for that to be an actual narration.
She's gorgeous. Oh my God.
Yes.
Things
Yes,
I
besides
think
the
about
point.
doing to her. It's true. I know.
I'm gonna go home and puke.
Okay. You can just go over there.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's easier just to go home though. Trying to think, who else we got?
Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi Goldberg.
That would be good. I think Whoopi Goldberg would be funny to have.
Yeah, what about Oprah?
No, I'd throat punch myself. I would.
Wait. People hear Oprah as I walk around?
Yeah. Just
Get
out of my head.
Out of the head. What else you got?
how about
Who?
last term?
Jeffries?
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves?
I know kung fu. That's all you'd hear.
No, that's... Then he walked out. Then he walked into the room.
You already said Connery, right?
Oh,
Sean-
absolutely.
Sean Connery. I don't care about your life. I'd rather talk about mine. Yes, let's talk about my life.
Look at
Because
my.
your life is boring.
That's true.
Yes, we're not going to talk about that. You did nothing this week. I made out with 3 women at once. And that was just Tuesday.
That's true.
Um,
Oh, I just had a good one that flew out of my head.
you
Damn it.
did?
Yeah.
Seth Rogen? I guess.
How about Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan?
He's always high as a kite.
Joe Rogan?
I think that'd be
that only
fun.
makes sense if you're like pounding the face into some guy.
Well, when that comes into play, then he
I
switches.
guess. I don't think he would make the top 3 though. I'm just saying.
No, but I'll throw it out there.
All right.
Why the hell
have
not?
there been any really like prolific like female narrators?
Betty White, just because she's classic.
I guess so.
You can do Betty White. Why not?
Fair enough.
What about, what's his name from,
Hearing from the control room. What?
what's his name from Match Game?
The host,
Match game?
Gene Rayburn.
What about Chuck Woolery?
You could.
Yeah. Alex Trebek?
Chuck Barris.
Chuck Berry.
What about the MTV, the Mad TV version of Kenny Rogers?
Now you're just getting ridiculous.
The Will
I
Sasso.
know who you're talking about. I said now you're just getting ridiculous.
That is not.
That is totally
That'd be
ridiculous.
hilarious.
Hilarious for like 5 minutes. Did you watch Family Guy the other week where it's like everyone turned into Robin Williams?
Yeah, that was ridiculous.
That would be it basically. After
it
about
wouldn't.
an hour and a half, you'd want to kill yourself.
Well,
Or people listening would want to kill themselves.
yeah, it was, like you said, you can't hear it. What do you care?
I know. Yeah, but
And
that's,
if you just go around people you don't like and they off themselves.
oh, it's Robin Williams. What about Robin Williams?
No, because people want to hang themselves after 5 minutes.
I guess so, but it's not like he's being all his characters. Just in Robin Williams' voice.
Meh.
Right. We've completely neglected our own voiceover guy. What about? Can we have a sample of our own voiceover guy?
I am the voiceover guy.
Yeah, that's a horrible impression.
Ladies.
Ladies, that's not even close. Maybe. Voiceover guy, say something to us.
Scott,
Scott.
did you pay him? And there you have
Scott Fletcher,
it.
voiceover guy extraordinaire.
True.
Please tell us.
Bite me.
Oh, see, there you go.
Bite me. Bite me. Bite me.
Great.
Bite me.
Oh, now he's just going to keep
Bite
repeating
me.
the same thing over and
Lame.
over.
Bite me. Lame. Bite me. Lame. Bite me. Lame. Bite lame.
Is this how the rap goes?
My butt. Lame. 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 Bite me. Lame.
Actually, he
Bite
says
me.
lame and butt.
Bite
Sounds like lame.
My lame. My lame. My butt. Lame. My butt. Lame. My butt. Lame.
You asked for this. Remember that.
Bite me.
I didn't ask for this, per se.
Nerd.
You did not ask for
Lame. Nerd. My lame.
Okay, now I'm not asking for this.
The nerd detector has gone off. There's a fly now.
Scott Fletcher sounds nothing like that fly. If that computer doesn't catch on fire, I will light it on fire.
You'll have some explaining to do, and I ain't paying for it.
People have definitely changed the channel by now.
I'm going to change the channel.
Yep, and
nerd is awesome. Nerd is
I'm just trying to find out how many tracks you can play and loop at once.
I maxed it out a long time ago.
Oh, you maxed it out already? All right, fair enough.
5 or 6.
It's like 5 or 6. That's 6 multi-tracks. That's not bad, actually. All right, so do we want to get to our final, narrow down our top 3? I think this is pretty easy, honestly.
Think so?
Well, to at least narrow down like a top 3. Morgan Freeman,
Hold on, I have to get out the phone so I can update it live on our Facebook page, which is...
in no particular order. Morgan Freeman, James Earl Jones,
I want George Carlin in there somewhere.
Patrick Stewart.
And Patrick Stewart.
I would say in this order.
Ready
The
to go.
classic, James Earl Jones, followed by Morgan Freeman, followed by Patrick Stewart. Honorable mentions, George Carlin, and that guy from Wonder Years.
Daniel Stern.
Daniel Stern?
Yes.
Not Howard Stern.
Not Howard Stern, Daniel Stern. What do you think about the from Wonder Years?
There's no women. Obviously, we're not women, so it wouldn't make sense.
Yeah. Oh, what do you think? Is that a solid list?
Oh, it's a list, all right.
Well, what do you got? All right, what do you got, Weisenheimer?
I got nothing.
Fair enough. Jay? Any
Hold
input
on,
on that
I have
list?
to start typing.
All right. Well, I'm going to go with James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, Patrick Stewart, George Carlin, and whatever Sterny guy. Daniel Stern? All right, go with that.
Well, I wasn't even half... I was half listening, so you're going to have to say it again in a minute.
James Earl Jones.
I didn't say now.
Okay. All right, well, on to another news story. Hey, Hollywood Reporter says that HBO is putting together a new hour-long drama about a professional basketball team. The new series will reportedly feature the money, sex, power, and temptation that often accompanies the world of pro sports, both for its millionaire players and billionaire owners. Didn't ESPN already do this except substitute basketball for football?
Probably.
Do you remember that, Doug?
What happened?
You know, when ESPN did that series for football, dramatic series?
Oh, yeah.
What the hell was that called?
Yeah, the NFL made them cancel it, basically.
Yeah, the NFL made them cancel it, basically. Yeah.
Playmakers?
Playmakers.
Is that it?
I think so.
Yeah, I think
That was a really good series, too.
That was. It was highly rated, too.
I remember I was in college at the time. I was pissed when they canceled it.
So James Earl Jones, Morgan Freeman, Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, honorable mentions George Carlin and Daniel Stern. Hey, this was interesting. President Barack Obama awarded 13 people the Medal of Freedom the other day. The honor, which was first awarded by President John F. Kennedy in '63, is given to people from all walks of life who have made exceptional contributions to society. This year's winners included singer Bob Dylan. Let's see. Novelist Toni Morrison, former Secretary of State Madeleine Albright, 1960 civil rights lawyer John Dewar, William Fogey, former director of the CDC, who eradicated smallpox, basically. Gordon Hirabashi fought the internment of Japanese Americans during World War II. Dolores Huerta, co-founder of the National Farm Workers Association. Jan Karski, officer in the Polish Underground in World War II and later professor at Georgetown University of Foreign Service. Juliet Gordon-Low, founder of the Girl Scouts. Former U.S. Supreme Court Justice John Paul Stevens. Basketball coach Pat Summitt. So there you go.
What was his actual name in the show?
Who?
Holy crap.
What?
In the Wonder Years.
Narrator.
Not him, you jerk. I mean the kid's character. Thank you.
Let's see. Hey, this is kind of interesting. Are you, Jay? Are you nursing a broken heart?
No, but I am nursing a 3-year-old. Boy or my... No, no.
It may not make you feel better, but you're not alone if you are nursing a broken heart. The love gurus over at whatwentwrong.com, Watt, spelled W-O-T, discovered the top reasons both sexes were given their walking papers. Jay, I know you're not looking on this. So, can you guess, all right, if you were just to guess off the top of your head, what are the top 5, just guess some reasons out there why women were dumped?
Sadly enough, I do have to go with Rob on that one.
Let's see. Fat is... I don't think it's in there, no.
So top 3 reasons why women were dumped by their boyfriends?
Correct.
Now that I'm actually paying attention, I'd say got caught cheating.
No.
Really?
Not in there.
Spray on deodorant.
What's that?
They still use aerosol deodorant.
I don't... kind of know.
Not giving snoo.
That's a deal breaker.
Yes, that is not not enough snoo snoo. Number 5.
Number 5? Out of how many?
5.
Damn. All right, so not enough snoo snoo.
Yep.
I'm going to say too much arguing.
Yes, that's number 4.
Hey, I'm working my way up.
Yep.
And no, I'm not looking at the list. I'm actually guessing these. Because it's more fun to play that way.
Yep.
Let's see. So no snoo snoo, arguing. Is there maybe a kid issue in there? An issue with kids? Hairy knees?
Hairy knees. That's correct. Number 2, bad hygiene.
Really?
Yep.
Okay.
The kids, you could make a stretch for this one, but no. I'm going to say no on that one. The other two...
I was going to say something kid-related, like either they want another kid and one doesn't, or they don't want any kids and the other one does, something along those lines. Well...
No, give up? All right, well, here's number 3.
Okay.
That the men didn't feel like they were a priority.
Okay.
And number 1 says, I'm not ready for a relationship, so I'm going to guess that's the guy.
Goes in tight. Goes in tight. Hat trick.
Yep. So
basically, I'm tired of snoo-snooing you. I want to go snoo-snoo someone else I just met at the bar.
something like that. Now, here are the top 5 reasons men were dumped. Take a guess.
Oh, top 5 why they were dumped?
Why men were dumped.
They found another guy.
Number 1.
Really?
Yep.
The guy doesn't want kids and she does?
No.
Doesn't get along with her parents.
No.
Really?
Nope. No.
I'm screwed. Really, I'm really surprised over the parent thing, because usually if they don't get along with the mother, it's like off right there. Wow.
Number 1 is found someone else.
Right.
You got that one off the bat. I'm
Number
proud.
2, not good enough in the snoo-snoo department?
No. Not on there.
Wow. Not...
Yes. Yes. Not
Yeah.
enough money, Doug. That's correct. Is number 5. What's that? Woken up to strippers? Won't give up? Oh.
Don't pay enough attention to her? Like always going out fishing or something along those lines?
Yeah, that's what we'll call it, fishing.
Well, didn't say what they're fishing for.
Wait,
Or what bait
no.
you use.
Wow, God, I'm striking out. No wonder I suck in this department.
Keep guessing.
I came up with all the good ones I could think of.
That's what she said.
Anything
true,
from the
too.
control room?
No, we've used all our funny ones. Yeah, I was gonna say
Why she would dump him.
I'll give you a clue.
Done paid enough attention to her?
Nope.
Oh, doesn't like not a good listener.
Nope, that's not it. I'll give you.
I'm very shocked.
I'll give you a clue for number 4.
Number 4?
It's something you don't have to worry about.
Hair.
No, not hair.
I was going to say, I don't have to worry about hair.
No?
More than one woman at a time.
No job?
Nope. That would probably go
Not
along
any
with
of them?
Number 5, you don't earn enough money.
Oh.
But
Well, not earning enough money and not having a job at all.
yeah, well here's number
Living off of her.
Here's number 4.
Okay.
You don't have to worry about. Too short.
Woohoo! Yay
So-
me.
All right, there's number 3 and number 2, and I
Wait, what was number 3?
haven't told you.
Oh, that's probably why I didn't
One more
see-
guess, and I'll tell you.
God, what else is there? Doug, Rob, a little help.
Doesn't make you laugh. Doesn't make her laugh.
I was going to say, laughing, usually women love guys that make them laugh.
Nope. Number
What's wrong with these
Wait,
women?
what was that,
Who
Rob?
did they poll?
Pick it up.
car?
Car.
Nice car.
Nope, that's not it. Number 3 is the
Video games.
no. Number 3
Wow.
is the guy is too high maintenance.
What?
I'm just reading what I got off the list here.
That's bullshit.
And number
I call
2,
bullshit on that.
number 2 is quote our dietary habits differ too much.
So she's a vegetarian. He
except for fish and chicken. Oh, they love steak.
you fail.
Yeah. Interesting. Let's see.
No wonder I'm doing it all wrong.
Yes, clearly. You're breaking up entirely wrong. Let's see. Hey, how about this?
How about that? Oh,
Adult film. You'll like this. Adult film
Wait,
star.
if it's something about boobies, I get to read it. If it's about boobies, I get to read it. You know
Next
the
page,
rule.
Bottom story.
Popped by the cops.
There you go. Enjoy.
Thank you. Adult film.
Farm star.
Don't you worry about where she does this stuff. Adult film star Jenna Jameson was arrested early last Friday morning after crashing into a pole in the city of Westminster, south of L.A. Police on the scene said the 38-year-old porn star's blood alcohol level was over the legal limit, and she was booked on suspicion of drunk driving. Now, how can you arrest somebody on the suspicion of drunk driving? Wouldn't you want to test her first and kind of go down that road? One officer told the LA Times we received a 911 call that Jenna had collided into a pole. It's still funny. Yeah, that's fantastic.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I think we got one more page. Nope, no more news stories.
Oh.
Hey, here's a good one. There's a new line of novelty rubber bracelets. You know those? Lou!
No, I think he booed you.
Oh.
But if Lou was here, that'd be cool too.
Lou
Lou's the number 6 reason they break up with you.
Poor Lou.
Because Lou is better than you.
Oh, that's true. Lou is better than me. There's a new line of novelty rubber bracelets that let you wear your relationship status right on your sleeve. You know, like Live Strong for, the Armstrong Foundation. Oh, there you go, like Jay has on right now. The Bump relationship bracelets, that's Bump with the W, are inspired by Facebook's relationship status updates. New York Magazine's The Cut says they're like a hybrid of Live Strong and Silly Bands. The bands have been big in Europe and are now making their U.S. debut. Reality star Kristen Cavallari and designer Betsy Johnson have been wearing them. The company says that by collecting and combining them in different ways, these bracelets enable people to take their online status into the real world. Oh my God!
Real world? What a scary place.
Yep. The silicone bracelets come in 10 different colors and in 2 different types. One that defines your current relationship status and one that states what you're looking for. Here's a sampling of your current relationship options according to Facebook. Single, in a relationship, engaged, married, it's complicated, in an open relationship, widowed, separated, divorced, in a civil union, and in a domestic partnership. Interesting. I don't know. Would you actually wear one of those? That might be kind of, that might actually work kind of good because I don't know if you ever been in some place and you're ever looking, you see a kind of pretty funny woman or something like that, and you're always like trying to look for the freaking ring or something or other. Like ring, no ring, ring, no ring, no, nothing.
Well, just see if they're married or not?
Yeah.
It's funny you say that. Have you
You're like, is it open season or not, basically?
Well, it's something funny because on your parent station, ABC, have you ever seen Shark Tank?
Yes. I saw it once at your house. Go on.
I think it was might have been the same episode. These 2 women tried to market jewelry that actually symbolized whether you were single or not.
Okay.
Basically, if you're single, you wear this jewelry which will symbolize that you're single, and men can wear this which will symbolize that way. There's really no question.
Yeah, they did those in the 70s. It was lame.
They did that in the 70s?
Basically, all the sharks agreed and said...
And then Star Trek ripped that off and then invented the Horgon statue, and then that was history. And you know what that means, so you're a nerd, and you're a nerd, and you're a nerd.
Is that the one from Ryza?
Nerd!
It is the one from Ryza.
Nerd!
That's a yes. But that's not saying you're single, that's just that you want snoo.
No, that's just explaining why you're single.
Well,
it's
true.
I don't think there's any other good news in here.
I didn't get it.
You didn't get it? You got it. You know
I
you
didn't get it, but I did point out that mistake in Big Bang Theory, though.
Yes.
Yeah. Which I never would have gotten. She's hot.
Let's see.
saying.
Beyonce. Who cares about Beyonce?
I'm trying to think if there's anything I heard throughout the week that is actually talk-worthyable.
Nope. There's no other good news. What time is it?
Is there any bad news? It's like 10:23.
Oh well, we might as well finish out the show with something or other.
Does that mean we're
I don't
going
know
to
what
go?
something or other is.
I don't know. Jake can play with his gun.
Not on TV.
Please
I
don't
can't.
give him any ideas.
You know I will. It's time for Brad's favorite portion of the show.
No,
That'll take you 5 minutes.
will it take us 5 minutes? There's only
usually does,
there's
yes.
only 2. All right, we'll BS after it. So here's where we go through and I stall forever and ever and ever until I get the awesome music. So I know Rob's got to walk back over there, find it on the soundboard, and that's going to take him at least 15, 20 seconds. Doug can do it, and he doesn't know how. What? Huh? What? Where?
Click.
Huh? What? Where? No, we go through recount 3, 15, 18 things of that we learned during the show, and yeah, well,
That's the wrong music.
no, that's exactly the right music.
That's
so,
the right
Jay, what did you learn today?
I learned that guns are cool.
That's it?
Well, I also learned that
That Rob steals them.
Rob, you son of a bitch. Then how'd you get it in the control room?
Well, she gave it back.
No, he did give it back. I'll give him that. I also found out that it would be very cool to have some very cool people narrate my life.
That would be cool to have Morgan Freeman. Morgan Freeman.
I'd go for Patrick Stewart first. And George Carlin. And, Al Bundy. Those are my personal top three, but I agree with yours because James Earl Jones and Morgan Freeman.
Earl
I feel like sarcastically narrating.
Like George Carlin.
This episode of Star Trek again. Didn't we just watch this last week?
Absolutely it would.
Yep, that'd be it. Why don't you get a life?
That's true.
That'd be George Carlin.
That really.
Why don't you go outside? The sun is shining. Jerkhole.
Hey, look, people jaywalking across the road while you're trying to drive. Hit them. But my narrator told me to, officer. I swear.
Stan Lee? Hey, it's too old. Hey. I'm not that big of a nerd.
What'd you learn?
Stanley's cool.
What'd you learn?
I learned that Rob's choice of voiceover.
I also learned that Rob has an unnatural hatred for Alf, which I never knew about until
I didn't
today.
realize that either. I think Rob.
Why?
I think Rob isn't. No, I think the reason Rob hates Alf so much is because he's a cat. I'm just saying.
I learned that Rob is a cat.
Yes, I too learned that Rob is a cat.
Who knew?
Let's see. I learned that Dan Rather is still around. I also learned that Dennis Rodman's still around. I didn't know either of them did anything
And his
anymore.
Rodman is getting him in trouble.
What is Dennis Rodman doing anymore besides picking
Not
up trash?
paying.
Besides picking up trash on the side of a highway.
Yeah.
Let's see. I also learned that when that there is a distinct correlation between when Deb is here and when Pat is here, and that we infer dirty, dirty things because of such.
Coincidence? I think not.
Maybe, maybe not. Let's see. I also learned that the fact that iPhone case pictures have come out, just the pictures.
If the
actually
iPhone
get me
is as
excited.
big as this, I'll be happy.
Yep.
If it's as big as this phone,
It's a 4-inch screen. Trace Menudos. What are we, a Mexican show?
see.
Oh.
So this is a 4.3-inch screen
It's a
on
4-inch
this
screen.
unnamed, unbranded phone.
HTC from Sprint.
Maybe. So if it's that big, because this screen is beautiful, I think it's a perfect size. It's not too small. It's not too big.
That's what she said.
You can put an iPhone on this phone, and it's the same size.
Yep.
That's including its borders and everything. So if it's that size, I'll definitely be swapping to the i5.
There you go. The i5.
Ooh, it's time to play
It's
baseball.
episode 1221. Now, contrary to popular belief,
That's a
we
palindrome.
actually haven't had 1221 episodes.
No, it's just the 12th year.
Although
and
we're probably somewhere in the 400 or 500s.
him banjo sacker.
It goes the year, so 12, and then
2012.
21, which is the number of episodes we've done this year. So this is the 21st episode this year.
It's kind of like
But we've been
Stardate.
doing an average of around 45 episodes a year, and this is coming up on our 10th year, so we're mid-400s right now.
Yay.
How about that? That's interesting. At some point, I need like an entire week to go back through episodes and count.
You need to recover the 2010 Kineticon.
I'm trying.
No, you're not. You're building flight simulators and cable
Yeah,
things.
stuff you can't tell people by my studio right. No, they won't. But
Tram pebble.
at some point next year, maybe towards the end of next year, we're gonna have our 500th episode.
Ooh.
Isn't that cool?
I think we get to blow something up on 500, don't
I
we?
think we do. 500 episodes. That's a milestone.
That's true.
That'll be 10 years, over 10 years of shows.
But in the interim, go find us on...
Email us.
Not me, because
Please?
I don't like
Please
email.
email me. I'm lonely.
Twitter.com/NSLSTV. You can go tweet us. We
Yep.
won't tweet back because Pat hates it.
Facebook.com/NSLSTV.
That's next. See, there it is.
I've still got to update the YouTube stuff. I've got a bunch of stuff I've got to upload.
Facebook.com/NSLSTV. YouTube.com/
NSLSTV.
Thank you.
I've got to update that still. I'm such a slacker.
How many are you behind now? 6?
Yeah, something like that.
Why don't you just give them to me? I have no life. I can go.
download them? I have them on the hard drive.
That doesn't help me.
Do you have a hard drive with you?
Wouldn't you like to know?
Kind of would that be helpful? You know what I would like to learn today?
Tell me.
Where this music comes from. I think Rob just has one of the.
Rob has too much time on his hands
I
and he
think
makes
Rob
it.
has a hockey organist at gunpoint back there. That's the only thing that possibly makes sense. Probably the Madison Square Garden guy is probably very sad right now. This is the only work he can get as our show after the Rangers lost.
Locked in Rob's basement are little cosplay Asians and a hockey organist.
No, the organist is in Doug's basement. 'Cause he just
That
doesn't
would
like-
make sense.
He doesn't like the Rangers. He broke into
Doug?
He broke into MSG with a.
Does
with a
Sweetie
Colt
know that you
45.
have an organist in your basement locked up against his will? Oh.
Oh,
So she's cool with it?
Sweetie.